So let's see if we can do something about the interior of the hangar now. I'm getting this exterior down pretty good. I think it's getting there. Something that I want to do is do I want to do that? Or do I want to put it back here where I'll be able to see it? That's the big question. Does that down, rear, front? I think that's where I'm going to put it, right there. That one. And that one. It's very interesting. Do I have interior plates, okay. So every so often, pop that in place, pop that in place. So, let's see here. Oh, there's one spot there that I haven't taken care of. Dark, battered. Okay, so hypothetically, that will seal. Alright, so now I need to... That's going to have to be closed off too. I might as well put those in place too. Didn't mean to jump. Okay. So, alright, I'm going to use this here and B, F, okay. So, ship. Hangar, doors, bow, forward. So, let's see if it pressurizes in here. If it does, then I know that I have a good seal. Ah, it's pressurizing. That is awesome. So I've definitely been going pretty crazy, maybe? Inspired? I don't know. With this remodeling of the ship and extending of its size. But I'm just amazed at what happened back here, just a realization of the difference in size and just what the ship, really the interior space was. So I just wanted to show you this. This is pretty wild. That this was kind of the end of the interior space. I mean, you can see where the original, or where the master assembler is at. There used to be the refinery going across here, and that used to be the engine room, or engineering. And at least for right now, I've put a couple of refineries in place, and they have yield modules on them right now, and they're just churning away through the uranium. I'm definitely going to take advantage of all this extra space to create like quarters and maybe common areas like the kitchen or a little place to eat or things like that. But that's going to come later. That's going to come much later. And I think I'm also going to get rid of all of these small energy shield generators and then put in a couple of large energy shield generators, being I'm going to have a lot of room. But that's going to be later as well. I guess what I really should do is, because the cargo capacity here has definitely been expanded, I want to go ahead and empty out the small cargo carrier, cargo transport, whatever you want to call it, and then break down the mining system that I have down in the smaller asteroid. I think it's in that direction, and set it up on the next deposit of uranium. I want to try and get all of the uranium off of this asteroid cluster so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Now, I think this is finished. This is the cargo area. I already have a sensor in here for the lights. I figured this would be a good spot to put the gyros, and I kind of gave it kind of a warm light. I put transponder displays here, either for looks, or I will actually have a couple of script running that will they'll be able to tell what's in each container, or organization is more likely what it's going to be. But every single one of the 6 containers that you saw from the exterior, I have direct access to each container through these little stairwells that I created. I kind of like it. This is kind of an open area. I was envisioning a more claustrophobic tunnel between them, but then that means that the area outside would be quite a bit more difficult to navigate to come into the hangar from the aft side. So I do like this. This is pretty cool. I might put the cargo crates along here to maybe clutter it up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe some ideas that you want to throw at me for this. I think this turned out pretty well. And now we'll go into this forward area. And this up here is brand new. This is an extension over top of the hangar. The door used to end right there. Why is that orange? Okay. And of course I kind of screwed up all my colors because that big default button is so monstrous. Oh. I don't want that. I want this. There we go. Much better. I'll show you where those go in a little bit. But this is where those large ion thrusters are, poking out the sides. I've also thrown in some more gyros because we know that As the mass of the ship increases, I'm going to need more gyros. And I think I have more gyros on here now than I had before. Let's see, a cargo container over top of a connector that's in the hangar, which I will show you shortly. But let's show you this shelf here. Yeah, I still have my helmet on. What is that? Ah, Pilgrim Curiosity. So this is what I ended up doing, as you might have seen by the very end of the video last week, or on Friday, I think it was. This is what I ended up doing up here. I like it. Gives a little bit of character, I guess. Looks structural. And it fills the void here a little bit. And I don't know if anybody noticed it, but it was driving me insane the last two videos. This block, for some reason, was rotated around, and I don't know if that was because I painted the entire ship with the battered armor texture. But I fixed that, and such a good feeling to finally get that fixed. So let's see here. Yeah, so there are the cargo containers. There are the modules that are on the back side of those refineries. So let's go back inside and okay, I thought I shut that off. I'll leave the lights off just to give a little atmospheric feel. So I see these stairwells here. I had a problem. I finished the forward hangar, and well, not finished it, but got the shape of it done, and realized I had no way to get into the hangar from inside the ship. Actually, let me take off my helmet. And so I had to widen the hangar just a little bit more, and I did it in such a way that it didn't seem to make a huge visual impression on me, so I like that. I made it just big enough for me to plop down these stairwells, and this is the first time I've ever used the half stairs. But and then I couldn't figure out what to do here because this was where conveyor tubes ran, and I had the louvered windows in here and all that, and I had to figure something out. So a nice window there was nice. And we're coming down. Okay, well, it's too dark in here. Let me turn this on. Ta-da! So this is the bow hangar. And I don't know, it's kind of plain, but it's not. And I like it. And these things have got some funky, weird issues. But there is no gravity in here right now. I'm waiting till I get the major structure of the ship done before I figure out how many gravity generators I need and what areas are going to cover. But I've got the two build repairs up in the corner here. I need to swap that one around, though. It's kind of backwards, sort of, kind of. Two air vents that are keeping this nice and oxygenated. And it was closed in all the way before, but then I decided, you know what, let me throw in a couple of windows, because it wouldn't be bad to be able to look out from inside the hangar. And that is the connector right there. The cargo container up above is connected to, and that's a good spot for that. That's it's great for me to be able to actually work on the bottom of a ship like that. And so there's the little transport ship. So you can see it's quite a lot larger than I thought it was going to be. But it fits to the shape that I've been muddling around in my brain for months And I'm finally glad I'm doing this. It's actually lifting a bit of a what do you want to call it? A weight off my shoulders. So I'm gonna shut these off. These other buttons are for the hangar doors to open and close. So I don't want to do that. You know what? Let me go ahead and get this out because I want to go ahead and build that other thing real quick. So let me make sure I turn on my lights. I don't have this set up yet to I think this is for these vents here. Yeah. I don't have everything set up quite yet. Nope, it's not those. I just depressurized somewhere. I don't know where. Bow hanger. There we go. Because I will have a timer and all that stuff to try and not waste all of the oxygenated air, the atmosphere in here. Wow. You know what? Let me, man, Pilgrim Curiosity. Oh, that's a respirator. All right. So, go ahead and get into this thing. Let's see. This. Turning all this stuff back on. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Just double check that there's nothing in here. There is nothing in here. Alright, so let's go empty or disassemble this thing up here. Where was it? There we go. Oh, hello. Alright, now I'm... Didn't realize that was going to happen. Alright. Kinds of ice. Alright. I don't know if it's my mouse that's giving me problems or the game. Yay! All done. So now... Do I have my detector in here? Do I have a detector in here? I may not. You can see some of the work that I've done to the aft section there. I'm not as inspired by it as I was for this forward section. I do have some ideas, and there will be nacelles, but they're going to be a bit different size and shape. But I'm still trying to work this out in my head, which is why I'm not really progressing on this ship on the exterior right now during this video. Something that I don't have. I think I removed the ore detector off the Traveler, but I'm going to have to use the ore detector off of the drop ship to find things. And comm antenna is on, and we're going to broadcast for 1 kilometer. Where is this new uranium deposit? It is in there. What if I go through this huge tunnel that I discovered that I didn't realize existed? Is this going to get me closer to the uranium from in here? Nope. Closer from the outside. Basically right there. I think that'd be acceptable. That's a pretty good spot in there, and it's supposedly 20-some meters inside, so that should all be good. Alright, so I have the uranium. And now it is time to turn this on. And then this guy, where's the control panel? There it is. It's getting awfully close. Let me shut off the antenna just in case. Not that that's going to make a difference if it's already targeted the ship, but I'm hoping it's just passing by. That ship is still over there too. Awesome. Alright, so now I need to think about this. I'm not too sure how I want to do this. So I'm going to just start building a big box. And I'll shape it from there. I do want to at least get the area sort of in the shape and everything that I want with the structures and all that. Let's see, here do we have... I want to steal from the... That's probably good. Good for now. And I'm not sure I want to continue this pattern, but I probably will, just for the time being, just to get an idea of where it would show up, what it might look like. That might have been... Yeah, that was not right. Let's see here. That. I wonder... Let's see if there's another ramp that may look better. 1x1, 3x1. May use the textures better. Let's see. So it would be nice to have it so it doesn't stretch the textures too bad. Because part of this is the aesthetics. Yeah, I think that's probably the better way to go right there. So I'm going to collect these steel plates this way.